After more than a year of increasing prices at the grocery store, the inflation rate for food finally began to drop last August. But despite the overall trend, not everything on the shelves is seeing a price drop. Some items, known as center store products, have actually become more expensive. So for more on this, I want to bring in Jessie Newman. She's joining us from Chicago. She's a reporter who covers food and agriculture for the Wall Street Journal. It's good to see you. So these center store products, these are usually the products that are in packages, right? So it's not like your fruits and vegetables. They always tell you to shop around the perimeter because that's like the healthy food, but the stuff in the middle is the stuff that's really the stuff that we want. What is the center store, and why isn't it seeing a price increase cooling? In other words, why aren't the prices going down?
Sure. So the center store is exactly what it sounds like. It's this sort of wonky industry term that actually is fairly easily understandable when you walk into a store. It's those center aisles that, as you said, are full of all of the packaged goods. So it's not the fresh food. It's nothing that has to be refrigerated or frozen. It is your sort of pantry and home staples. So think cookies and crackers and, dish soap. And these goods, they are still, while other products, the inflation rate is easing, these goods are still seeing pretty significant price increases. And there's a number of reasons for that. The things around the center of the store, meat, produce, dairy, these are commodities. They tend to be less processed, and they're more sort of governed by a lot of the supply and demand forces, swings in commodity markets. While processed food, it is what it sounds like. It goes through a lot more processing, and therefore the supply chains are much longer and more complex. And every stage of that supply chain is a cost and an opportunity to raise prices. And so we're seeing that continue in the center store.
So I'm sure grocery stores want to lure you into the center aisles, though. How are they responding to this, reacting? And it feels to me like what I have been seeing are bigger discounts on like the store brand versions of these processed foods, like store brand mac and cheese. I wonder if that's part of it too.
Yeah, that's right. Someone used the term with me, victory lap. They don't want you to go into the store and just do a victory lap around the perimeter. They want to get you there in the center aisles. And so, some of these stores have been starting to push back on price increases, or even ask their suppliers, the packaged food giants, to help them lower prices. We've heard some big stores, their CEOs call out dry grocery, consumables like paper goods, and say, hey, look, these price increases have been going on for many months now. We need these prices to come down. And you're right, what you're seeing overall is an uptick in promotions. Promotions really dropped off during the pandemic, and we are seeing them begin to come back.
Really interesting, Jesse. I wish I was the kind of person that could, organize coupons, but I'm just not about that life. But I'm sure there's some great discounts out there if you are. Jessie Newman, thank you very much.
Thank you.